Cold it is out there.
That wind too is, oh, it's cold.
Yeah, we haven't had this kind of cold air at all this winter so far. It's a bit of a shock to the system.
It
sure is.
I think for many of us out there, especially with these wind chills right now that are dropping down into the single digits. Now, we do have some icy conditions developing across parts of New Mexico tonight too, with some snow that's been falling. We've kind of had some on and off icy roads up around the Raton Pass in the top left hand of your screen there. As you can see, there's still some snow covering the interstate there, along with some of the highways into the northern mountains. Bobcat Pass up on the top right hand of your screen, that's between Red River and Eagle Nest. And then down into the lower elevations, that's I-40 at Klein's Corners, where we even had the interstate shut down earlier tonight as a result of a crash out there, likely as a result of the weather, because you could see the snow-packed, or at least a few icy roadways out there along I-40. And then I-25 at Las Vegas also starting to become a little bit more snow-packed as well. And that's where we're running into some of these travel problems. I-40, Klein's Corners to Santa Rosa, along with Harris to Edgewood, starting to see a little bit icy weather or icy conditions develop out there again within the last 30 minutes. And then a little icy at the Raton Pass at even I-25 from Roe, which is just to the north, or east rather, of Glorieta to Las Vegas. And we may see a few more icy spots develop through tomorrow morning as that snow is going to continue to develop in parts of the state. Air temperatures are already cold enough out there across parts of New Mexico. But then when you factor in this wind that's gusting out of the east as high as 30 to 40 miles per hour here around Albuquerque and into southern New Mexico, that's contributing to this wind chill factor. It feels more like 11 degrees right now here in Albuquerque, single digits in Grant, Santa Fe, Las Vegas, Raton. It feels like 4 degrees down in Ruidoso. Even down into southwestern New Mexico, the wind chills are down into the teens right now. Air temperatures tomorrow morning are going to be down into the teens and 20s, so a cold start to the day. But again, we're still going to have a bit of a breeze out there, so wind chills for most of New Mexico are going to be down into the single digits, even a few areas down below zero. And it's all thanks to this Arctic air that's getting drawn down into the state. That'll leave high temperatures still well below average for this time of year, even as we head into the end of this week. It's really not until Saturday that we'll finally start to see highs get closer to average again for this time of year. And even then, that's going to be short-lived with some colder air moving in again on Sunday. Cold weather advisory in effect for areas that could see wind chills through tomorrow morning down into the single digits and below zero. We are seeing some snow developing on radar here across the state tonight, but there's a couple factors to why we're not seeing a whole lot. One reason is because that snow's low to the ground, so the radar beam is actually shooting above it, so we're not seeing the snow showing up on radar. The other reason, the Cannon Air Force Base radar out at Clovis broke tonight. So unfortunately, we're not seeing any of that snow or a lot of that snow showing up into eastern New Mexico. Tomorrow morning could wake up to some light snow from Silver City, Socorro out to Roswell. We get a bit of a break though as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Few spotty rain and snow showers into southern parts of the state, and then snow and rain redevelops into southern New Mexico Wednesday evening into Wednesday night. And I think we'll have a better chance of accumulations into southern Otero, Eddy, and Lee County. Again, bit of a break Thursday morning, but don't think that this storm is over because the last round of it develops Thursday afternoon here across southern, eastern, and even into northern New Mexico is trending a little bit snowier now on Thursday. This is going to continue into Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, especially south of I-40. We'll see a better chance for snowfall Thursday night, and then it all moves out by Friday morning. So still expecting to see widespread light snowfall accumulations that could create some minor travel impacts, especially Thursday when we'll see some of that heavier snowfall into southern New Mexico, but heavier is all relative. We're talking maybe 1 inch to 2 inches of snow, 3 to 5 inches into the Sacramento Mountains. Winter weather advisories continue through Friday morning, but only early tomorrow morning for the East Mountains and Klein's Corners. Overall, 1 to 3 inches of snowfall still likely in those areas into the southern part of New Mexico. Highs are going to stay in the 30s through Friday in Durango, and then a storm system clipping the state, and again on Sunday could bring in some snow into southern Colorado and some colder temperatures for everybody once again into early next week. We may see a couple flurries on Thursday as far as northwest New Mexico, but for the most part, I think we're going to stay dry now for the rest of this week, as we'll be watching a mix of rain and snow into southern parts of the state. Another round of snow on Thursday. Just remember that these totals are going to stay fairly light, but they will be enough to still cause a few slick spots out there where we see some snowfall accumulations. And with these kind of temperatures, this snow is going to stick on the ground, especially Thursday when we watch it redevelop across the southeastern and eastern part of New Mexico. And the wind's going to pick up a little bit on Thursday as well, and that could actually cause areas of blowing snow Thursday night into the northern mountains. We very well could see another chance for some snowfall Thursday as well, picking up an additional 1 to 2 inches across some of the mountains. The winds out in the East Mountains tonight will die down, but we will still hang on to some few icy spots out there tomorrow morning. And the winds here in the metro will also be dying down by tomorrow morning, but it is still going to feel bitterly cold out there heading out the door. We're talking wind chills around 0 degrees tomorrow morning. I think Thursday is going to be our best chance for snow here in Albuquerque. And if we see any snow at all, I think all we're going to get is a few flurries, maybe a dusting of snow at best.
Okay.
Thank you, Grant.